Okay, so as you heard in my introduction, I am Roger, and I was teaching physics in Fudan University for 14 years. I have developed a course which I call Fun with Physics, which I would like to introduce to you, and I will tell you now what we will study during this course. The first subject will be gravity. Gravity, the weakest of all the natural forces, but it's the one that holds the universe together. It's absolutely fascinating. Only recently have we found out how the two objects, the paper and the pen, how do they talk to each other through gravity? That is very new knowledge. So first subject will be gravity, and that's what we will study next. The second one is thermal physics. Thermal. Heat. Get used to my writing. Thermal physics, the study of heat transfer. How does heat get from one place to another? There are three forms of transfer: convection, conduction, and radiation. We will have a lot of fun throwing water on the floor. Coca-Cola. I have some very nice experiments with Coca-Cola. You will like those. The next one is called electrostatics. Electrostatics. And we will... Excuse me 1 minute. Where is mine? We will have a lot of fun. Studying electrostatics with balloons. We'll have a lot of... I'll tell you, we will have a lot of fun studying electrostatics with balloons. Next one, number 4, is magnetism. Magnetism. And again, we don't need books. What do we need? And I hope you will get some magnets. And then we'll learn why. Do they attract? Look at that. Why? They attract. Why? Why? Why is that? So please, get yourself some fridge magnets. We will play with those. They're wonderful things, magnets. You use them in Shanghai in your maglev train. We'll discuss that. So that's 4 of the topics that we'll discuss. The next one, I have to get my notes. Light. We'll discuss light. How do you see things? What is light? I have a laser somewhere. I'll play with that for you. There's a light up there, yes? It's incredible. You know, I can turn the light off and I can turn it on. But how does it reach? How does it go from the lamp to your eye? This is what I want to get to. The next one, which I find particularly interesting myself, astronomy. Astronomy. And what I'll teach you is not complicated stuff. It's when you go out at night and you look at the sky, what is it you see? What is it? Why? Why? Is the moon bigger and brighter for the moon festival? We can explain that, and there are wonderful things outside for you to look at. Not always so much in Shanghai, but there are some. So, the next topic after that, and we'll go through all these in not great detail, but in a fun way, so you can understand and have fun. Next one is atomic and nuclear physics. And I can talk with great authority on atomic physics because my doctoral degree was in atomic physics and my professorship was also in atomic physics. And I can tell you something you'll be fascinated by. Why are my eyes blue? Why are my eyes blue? Yep. And do you know that every single person with blue eyes is related. I am related to Benedict Cumberbatch. I'm related to Vladimir Putin. Everyone, male or female with blue eyes, is my brother or sister. And I can explain that to you. The next one is something I find very, and you'll love, alien life. Alien life. You all have your own thoughts. What are aliens? What do they look like? Are there any? And I will introduce to you my thoughts on aliens. I don't think there are any. I do not think there are. Next one is a topic which you'll really so fascinating that you could say, I do not understand this topic. And I can tell you, a man who got a Nobel Prize for studies of this topic also said, I don't understand it. It's called quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics. This goes back to 1913 and it's still of great interest now, and I will tell you where it comes from and why. If there was no quantum mechanics, there would be no universe. There's nothing. And then I'll end up with a part of physics which is your future. And I wish some of you would grow up and become scientists and work on this. It's called fusion. Fusion energy. It is your future. You know, you all think you plug your thing into the wall, electricity comes out. Where does the electricity come from? It's coming at the moment from coal, from oil, from gas, and from nuclear power plants, which are rather dangerous. The form of energy called fusion energy, fusion research, is safe. It's completely safe. The material is water. You can have green energy from water. That is your future, and I will explain that to you in the last of my series of lectures. No need for any maths. I won't use any maths. None at all. All you have to do is be curious and be willing to do experiments at home. I will give you experiments to do at home to learn all physics. Okay, thank you for this time.